We begin our Sunrise Smart Start with breaking new details. Deputies need your help finding a missing man.
Take a look at your screen. We have a photo of 38-year-old Timothy Stuver pictured there. Now, he disappeared from his group home yesterday afternoon around 4 on Chili Avenue in Chili. He was walking to the Applebee's in Gates. He is known to hang out at that restaurant as well as in some parks. If you've seen him, know where Timothy Stuver might be, please call 911.
A big decision looming for two vacant Rochester school buildings. City leaders are considering whether to sell former School 20 and 29 to charter groups or use the spaces for other purposes like housing.
It was a very packed meeting last night. A lot of parents, students, and educators speaking in favor of keeping the buildings as school property. Supporters say both Young Women's College Prep and Riverside need permanent homes to keep growing. Last month, Riverside offered to buy what used to be School 29, but that was rejected in a vote 6-3, with council bringing up concerns about charters.
What we're attempting to do is educate our colleagues to help them better understand the opportunity that's being presented to these students and to our city.
We're here for the kids, and it's already a school, and a school needs to stay a school. And we need to be here for our children and our families.
We are a community that comes together and supports each other. All we need to finish that puzzle is a home that we can bring that sense of community that we have in our school building out into the city.
There is another public hearing coming up Tuesday. The final vote is expected later this month.
News 8 has the plans and renderings for the proposed Riverside Hotel redevelopment project downtown. Ellicott Development, based out of Buffalo, plans to turn the vacant hotel into a mixed-use project. The 260,000 square foot design includes plans for commercial and retail space, along with a restaurant on the ground floor. The second level will feature an event space and a connection to the convention center via the pre-existing pedestrian bridge. Additionally, the plans are to add 120 hotel rooms to levels 3 to 6 and 171 market rate and mixed income apartments for rent from levels 7 to 14. Work for this project is expected to wrap up next year.
Erie County is now the first county here in New York to ban the collection for businesses and storage, use, and sale of biometric data.
Now, one Monroe County lawmaker wants to follow suit with a similar measure. Biometric data is the measurement of physical and behavioral characteristics to identify people. Wegmans, for example, announced it collects this info at certain stores to identify people flagged for previous misconduct. Democrat Rachel Barnhart proposed legislation targeting retail businesses to disclose clearly upon entry if they collect this kind of data and to ban the sale of it. She says lack of transparency and the storage of this type of data is dangerous.
You can change your password, you can cancel your credit card, but you can't cancel your face. You can't change your face. And that data actually can be hacked. Your biometric data can be hacked and used in a bad way. And we also need to start thinking about how this data can be used in ways that really discriminate against groups of people in terms of the pricing that they see on perhaps even common items.
Her bill is currently under review by the Monroe County Legal Department, but watching her fellow legislators in Erie County, she's optimistic about the bill's future.
Your sunrise traffic here at 6:52. We'll have that forecast coming up here with James in just a little bit. We are dry now and a ton of sunshine getting going, at least for the first half of the day on our roads. With your traffic report in our Greater Rock Sky Eye, nothing currently on the list. Let's try to keep it that way. We had a bit of an issue with that two-car crash backing up traffic for miles yesterday morning on 590 southbound.
Oh, it was terrible yesterday. And new this morning, Victor firefighters are being proactive in fighting one of their fastest growing threats, lithium-ion battery fires. They're doing it with an additive called full circle lithium, or FCLX. It's added to the water they have on their trucks, and it gets into the battery, cools, and stops the fire. Victor Fire's Deputy Chief Mark Militello explains that lithium-ion batteries contain flammable cells and can experience thermal runaway, a chain reaction in which excessive heat causes the battery to ignite, burn intensely, and then have the potential to reignite, making it difficult for firefighters to put out. These batteries power a range of everyday rechargeable electronics, including smartphones, laptops, cordless vacuums, e-bikes, and so on. Militello says they're not going anywhere.
They're in more and more devices, more and more electronics, and parents are getting scooters for kids and e-bikes for kids and themselves and charging them in a garage. So just to have something to help get ahead of it is really what we are looking at.
Militello says the additive is also PFAS-free, so no forever chemicals, which makes it safer for the firefighters.
Afternoon rain coming in, but it is light. That's LGT light there. And then over the weekend, most of it is dry. A lot of it's worth the sunglasses, but still on the colder side. No 70s in sight. So just wild to think this 8-day forecast. When we were looking at April 1st through April 8th, we had 70s, a bunch of them lined up, and opposite to start off May.
And here we are already getting to Mother's Day, Glen Weekend, Lilac Fest, soon enough. And we will see you at 9 o'clock for our podcast. It is our fun show, half an hour on the Rochester First streaming app, also streaming at the top of our homepage. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today.
Okay.
We'll cover the Knicks.
Yes, we
obviously. And we might be doing some food samples.
Oh, yes.
As well.
Yes. Pork rinds, anybody?
Okay.
Come on by. Find a toothbrush before the noon show, too.
Thanks for watching, everybody. CBS Mornings up next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.